Hey citizens, thanks for stopping by. Today, let's take an up close and personal of this all-new second generation Toyota Fortuner. There are 5 different trim levels of the AN160 Fortuner, and this particular sample that was shown in the video is the 2.4V paired with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. In this video, I'm going to take this Fortuner for a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy of this most awaited review of the all-new Fortuner. On its current generation model, the heart of the Fortuner 2.4V is powered by a new 2GD FTV diesel engine, while the top of the line 2.8V gets a 1GD FTV codename which produces 174 horsepower and 450 Nm. For the petrol variant, it gets a 2TR-FE 2.7-liter, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine with dual variable valve timing intelligence system and electronic fuel injection that produces 163 horsepower and 245 Nm. For the 2GD FTV type, it gets a displacement of 2,393 cubic centimeters, dual overhead cams, 16-valve, turbocharged 4-cylinder with variable nozzle turbo and common rail direct injection. It produces 147 horsepower with a maximum rev of 3,400 RPM and 400 Nm of torque with a maximum rev between 1,600 to 2,000 RPM. 80 liters is the fuel tank capacity, Euro 4 is the emission standard, and 6-speed automatic gearbox is the transmission for this SUV. Rear-wheel drive is present on this current generation Fortuner. The Fortuner or SW4 in some certain markets is the mid-size SUV that was based and built on the Hilux pickup truck platform, and it was manufactured by Toyota. It is commonly known as the best-selling and popular in its category in Thailand, Philippines, and also it is highly popular in India. It was originally assembled only in Thailand but later also in Indonesia and some other countries. The Fortuner is part of the program of Toyota's Innovative International Multi-Purpose Vehicle, or in the acronym of IMV, together with the Hilux and the Innova. The first ever Fortuner with its codename AN60 was introduced in December 2004 in Thailand International Motor Expo, and it was on sale from 2004 until 2015, which is the longest production of the Fortuner that has been sold together with the Hilux and the Innova. The Fortuner is positioned below the Land Cruiser Prado, and above the RAV4. This Fortuner is part of the latest second generation that was debuted in July 16, 2015 in Australia and Thailand with its codename AN160. Like the Hilux, the Fortuner applies the keen look design language that has already been used in the latest generation Corolla with slim projector headlights and LED DRLs. On its current generation, Toyota designed the Fortuner's interior to make it different from the Hilux to have a distinct character look on it. Toyota has offered the Fortuner with a new engine, which is the 1GD FTV 2.8 and 2GD FTV 2.4 diesel engines that replaces the 1KD and the 2KD code. While in petrol, the 2.7 and 4-liter displacement was still the same, however it is updated with a dual VVTi. Rear-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive are present on this current generation model. The Fortuner is not offered in Japan, Europe, North America, China, or South Korea. For some countries having a truck-based mid-size SUV aside from the Fortuner in those following markets: Toyota offers the Hilux Surf in Japan, 4Runner in North American countries, and Land Cruiser Prado in Europe, Australasia, and China. However, in some Central and South American countries and New Zealand, Toyota offers the Fortuner alongside the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser Prado, like in Panama and Colombia. The second generation Fortuner was launched in the Philippines way back January 2016. 5 trims are available: 2.4G manual, 2.7G petrol automatic, 2.4G automatic, 2.4V, and the top of the line 2.8V. Exterior features for the Fortuner 2.4V has equipped with bi-beam LED projector headlights with auto leveling, auto on-off, auto cut, follow me home system, and daytime running lights, LED front fog lights, chrome front grille, wide type fenders with fender liner, chrome door handles, chrome belt molding, indicators and puddle lights on the body colored side mirrors, side step boards, LED taillights, shark fin antenna, roof rails, rear spoiler with LED third brake light, rear window defogger, intermittent rear windshield wiper, and front and rear parking sensors. 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, child protection lock, immobilizer, 3-point ELR seatbelts with pretensioner, force limiter, and adjustable seatbelt anchor by 2 for the front, 3-point ELR seatbelts by 3 with isofix and tether anchor by 2 for the middle row, and 3-point ELR seatbelts by 2 for the last row are all the safety features for the 2.4V trim Fortuner. This SUV comes with an 18-inch, 6 twin-spoke alloys wrapped in Bridgestone Dweller HT tires that measures 265-60R18. Brakes are consisting of ventilated disc brakes which applies both front and rear respectively. As for the suspension, the front gets double wishbone setup with coil springs and stabilizer, while the rear gets 4-link setup with coil springs, stabilizer, and lateral rod. Approach angle, departure angle, and breakover angle measures 30 degrees, 25 degrees, and 23.5 degrees respectively. The Fortuner 2.4V trim does come standard with a Toyota's Smart Key Access system. With a key fob on yourself, you can able to lock and unlock the car. To lock, just press the chrome button on any of the 2 front door handles, and after waiting for a few seconds, press the chrome button again to unlock.
Speaker down there, bottle holder or storage area depending what you use it for. The adjustments of your side mirror, powered folding mirrors, central locking, window lock. All 4 windows of the Fortuner gets an automatic function both up and down. Cup holders. Here is the button to turn off or on your parking sensor. Your powered tailgate. Okay, press it.
Long press.
Long press. And here is the button to turn off your door tailgate. This lever to pop up your fuel cap and this lever to pop up your bonnet. The driver's seat of the Fortuner gets a fully automatic function with all of your controls located right here. Let's adjust this seat, the driver's seat, so that I could visually see the dashboard really clearly. And after this, I could put it back.
A hydraulic assist and speed proportional rack and pinion power steering system is present on this Fortuner. Standard on the Fortuner 2.4V trim is a leather-wrapped steering wheel with white stitching on the inner rim, sport grips at 10 and 2, wood trim paneling on the top of the steering wheel, silver accents on the bottom spoke, and the multifunction controls in each spokes on both sides with piano black highlights. Plus, it is a 3-spoke design. Depending on what trim that you choose except the manual one, the all-new Fortuner has only paired with a new 6-speed automatic gearbox with sport sequential manual shifting via the positive and the negative sign down by the gear lever or using paddle shifters behind the steering wheel spokes. On the right side is for upshifts, while on the left side is for downshifts. Right here is your cruise control.
Forgot to mention your tweeter, as well as the passenger side. Let's go for this on the center console. At the back, you got your little bit of storage area with a 12-volt power outlet that has a maximum of 120 watts of power. And underneath of your center armrest, you got your, maybe there's another amenities right here. Well, normally it's only a storage. Cup holders, or a cubby hole. Storage. A little bit of storage right here. This button turn on your, I think this is the parking sensor. Auxiliary and USB ports. Power outlet. Right here you got your automatic climate control system. This is the adjustment of your temperature. This is the adjustment for your fan speed. This button turns on your rear air conditioning. This one turns on your automatic aircon. Off button for your aircon, front defrost, different modes, rear defrost, circulation, AC, passenger airbag indicator.
The Fortuner 2.4V trim has equipped with a 6.5-inch capacitive touchscreen audio head unit with various media connectivity options, call function, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system.
On the left side of your navigation infotainment display, you got your navigation, source,
Radio, and turn the display off.
volume knob, and at the same time, power button. Here's your mute button right here, CD player, which is MP3 compatible, GPS button. On the right side, you got your release a CD player, seek track button, play and pause, and Bluetooth connectivity. Right here you got your 2 aircon vents. Between those two of them, you got your hazard switch and your digital clock. On the right spoke of your steering wheel, this control houses your multi-information display, and this control controls your infotainment display with volume button, seek track mode, voice activation, and Bluetooth on hook and off hook button. The steering wheel is fully manual tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Grip handles for the A-pillar. Grip handles on the top for driver and front passenger. Sun visor with a vanity mirror and a light as well. That's what you've seen in Innova and Hilux. Your cabin lights. This one's for your door and off. Sunglass holder. Manual dimming. Rear view mirror. Diesel. Got your speaker, bottle holder or storage area, depending what you use it for. Window control. To access to the last row of seat, use this lever. And you can access to the back. Or you can use this lever to recline your seat back on the middle row. Let's do it quickly, because otherwise the battery of my iPad was go running low.
Middle row seat of the Toyota Fortuner is very spacious and comfortable as well.
In reference, I'm about 5'7" or 5'8", which is about 1.72 meters. I don't know what my height is, but the most important is I have a lot of leg room. This, and I have my headroom this much as big as this. It is actually quite not, actually surprisingly not bad at all. It is very soothing and relaxing inside the backseat of the Fortuner. Storage pockets on the front seat backs with your hook. So as I said, a little bit of storage area with a 12-volt power outlet. Center armrest with 2 cup holders. Right here you got your fan speed for your rear air conditioning, auto and off. Cabin lights right above. 2 rear air vents for the middle row. Grip handles on the top with the hook on both sides. Let's take a peek at the dashboard of the Fortuner. Really good. Seatbelt adjustment. Sadly though, you don't have any grip handles for the B pillar to easy to access inside because it's a very tall car. But it's okay for me because I'm about 5'7". Well, yeah.
There are 3 ways to open up the rear tailgate. The first way is via the key fob, the second way is via the button inside the cabin like I showed you earlier, or the third and final way is via the touchpad right beneath of the Fortuner badge. Boot space of the Fortuner measures 200 liters of space. When both second and third row seats were folded down, it maximizes up to 1000 liters of space. Like the Nova, Land Cruiser, Prado, and Hi-Ace, the last row of seats can be flipped up by using the strap in each 2 seats. All you have to do is to pull the strap, then the seat back will fold it down and flip it up. There is an attachment that you have to attach in place to prevent the folded seat by falling down. You have grip handles and cup holders on both sides for the last row. As you found on the boot, you have hooks on both sides, and on the left side you have your storage with your toolkit and jack.
Which, by the way, do you have two aircon vents behind them?
You have adjustable headrest in all 3 rows of the seats.
Let's do it quickly. Speaker, bottle holder, or storage area, depending what you use it for. Bottle light, window control, tweeter. On the passenger side, you have fully manual adjustments. Seat sliding position and seat back. And it loosens out the seat height. Let's jump in. Before this is the battery of my iPad. A lockable glove box, which is perfect in size.
However, this glove box is not enough.
You have your storage area right here. And here is your coolant right here to cool down things or cool down your food, just like your ice cream. Cup holder. Now the coolant inside the storage area right here can be found in any IMV vehicles like Innova and Hilux. That's what you've seen right here, obviously. Sun visor with a vanity mirror and the light.
Well guys, I hope that's it of our full walk-around review of this all-new 2nd generation 2018 Toyota Fortuner 2.4V 4x2 in automatic transmission. If you like this video, make sure you hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I will see you next time with 4 more latest videos on YouTube. Thank you for watching and mabuhay!